So you're thinking about moving to Texas, or maybe you're considering relocating from one part of the state to another. This video is all about the best places to live in the Lone Star State, so stay tuned. My name is Richard Soto with VIP Realty, a local real estate broker here in North Texas, and we have offices throughout the state of Texas, so we can assist you regardless of wherever you're moving throughout Texas. In this video, we're going to cover some of the best areas to move to if you're considering relocating. Starting off our list is Frisco. Frisco is one of the fastest growing cities in the U.S., and it was named the best place to live in America in 2018 by Money Magazine. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team, headquarters is also located right here in Frisco, Texas. Another thing that I love about Frisco is the community. It's very family friendly, the schools are great, and pretty much everything that's been built is fairly new. So there's a lot of new subdivisions sprouting up everywhere. So if you're looking for a gated community, or you want your family to have access to a community pool and gym, you'll find everything that you need in Frisco. It's also about 25 minutes to downtown Dallas. And if you have to travel for business, or you and your family like going on vacations, the DFW International Airport is about 25 minutes away as well. Frisco is an awesome, family-friendly town. It's growing rapidly, but it hasn't lost its charm of that small town feeling. That's one of the reasons Frisco is one of my favorite cities in Texas. In addition to that, if you do have kids and family, there's a ton of parks, museums, so many activities for the youth and the families to do things together. We're always out there, whether it's for basketball at the Frisco Fieldhouse. There's awesome soccer fields, minor league baseball stadium over there as well. So there's a ton of activities and attractions, and a lot of different homes to choose from, whether you're a single person looking for a condo or townhome, or you have a family and you want to be in a secure neighborhood. You'll definitely find it in Frisco, as well as a ton of restaurants, shopping, malls, everything that you could want. So you don't necessarily have to travel to downtown Dallas or any other major city, because everything is right there in the city of Frisco. Next on our list is Austin, Texas. Austin has a very strong economy. It has attractive housing, a good education system, and plenty to do within the city. Some of Austin highlights are the University of Texas, an awesome music scene, and a very large tech industry. I love downtown. I love the combination of high-rise living with a water view. So if you love those two combinations as much as I do, you'll love downtown Austin. If you enjoy having easy access to restaurants, to gyms, to nightlife, outdoor activities, living downtown Austin would be a great fit for you. Austin, without question, is one of my favorite cities in the state of Texas. It has a lot to offer, and the scenery is awesome. I love being in the hill country. It's definitely better than most parts of Texas, which I hate to say it, but it's just a bunch of flat land and dirt. So when you can get these rolling hills and these huge trees and a lot of greenery, it definitely is nice to look at for sure. Next on our list is Southlake. Southlake is one of the most affluent cities in the country, and is primarily located in Tarrant County. Residents of Southlake enjoy the charm of a small town with all the perks of living in a large city. If you have a family, Southlake is going to be an ideal place for you because Southlake is all about families. School Digger ranked the Carroll ISD as the #1 public ISD in the state of Texas. Wallet Hub also ranked Southlake as the #1 city for families and amongst the top 10 best cities in America. So if family is a top priority for you, just like it is for me, then Southlake is definitely a place to consider. When I purchased my home, Southlake was definitely one of the top 3 choices on my list. It's very convenient to downtown Fort Worth, to the airport. So if you're planning on staying in the Tarrant County area and not necessarily coming into Dallas so much, Southlake is definitely a great option for you. Next up on our list is Dallas. Everything's bigger in Texas, and that's certainly true when it comes to Dallas's population, growth, and size. 3 years ago, Dallas was ranked the fastest growing city in the United States and second in job growth rate. According to Indeed, Dallas is 3rd for highest salaries in the U.S. once you adjust for the cost of living here in Dallas. So if you just graduated and you're looking for a new career, Dallas has great opportunities. If you're a business owner and you're looking to scale your business, or you're just trying to get into a new field, there are plenty of opportunities right here in Dallas. The job growth is tremendous, not only here in Dallas, but Texas as a whole. There are so many Fortune 500 companies, startups relocating to Dallas and throughout Texas as well. Next is San Antonio. San Antonio is the 2nd largest city in Texas next to Houston. It's home to the Alamo, the San Antonio Riverwalk, and the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio is a very family-oriented city, and it has a ton of attractions for you and your family to take advantage of. There's the SeaWorld Fiesta Texas, the San Antonio Riverwalk, there's the zoo, and a ton of other attractions as well. My family and I live here in Dallas-Fort Worth. However, I travel for business to our San Antonio office regularly, and a lot of the times I take the kids with me as well because they just love being in San Antonio. They like going to the Riverwalk. They like getting on the boats. They like trying the different food. Oftentimes we'll stay in these really cool resorts with pools, and they're up in the hill country where you can have an awesome view of the golf course, of the hills. So there's a lot of things you can do in San Antonio, as well as the cost of living is quite a bit less than other major cities in Texas when you compare it to Dallas or say Austin. However, the prices have steadily been going up. So if you're thinking about relocating, and especially if you're thinking about purchasing in San Antonio, I wouldn't wait too long. Another thing that I love about San Antonio is the food. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I love Mexican food and I eat it on a daily basis. San Antonio has some awesome, authentic Mexican food as well as Tex-Mex food. Obviously, they have great steaks, barbecue as well, but I really enjoy the Mexican food when we go there, whether it's for business or pleasure. So if you're looking for a great cost of living, if you're looking for a ton of attractions, if you want a family-oriented city or town to live in, San Antonio is the place for you. There's also great suburbs within or around the city, and the price ranges vary. So you can be in Alamo Heights, which is rather expensive, Stone Oak, where there's a lot of new homes being built. So whatever it is that you're looking for, you can definitely find in San Antonio. That's why it made our top 5 list, because of the different options that San Antonio gives anybody moving to the state of Texas. As for me, even though I really enjoy San Antonio and we love to visit there quite often, it's a little bit too slow of a pace for me. However, some people love that pace. So we have agents, family, and friends that live in San Antonio, and they love that slower pace of lifestyle, which is great for them. As for me, I need to get things done. I'm always on the road. I'm nonstop. I'm all go 24/7, 365. That's just me. However, if you want to slow things down a little bit, consider moving to San Antonio. Next up on our list is Dallas. Everything's bigger in Texas, and that's certainly true when it comes to Dallas's population, growth, and size. 3 years ago, Dallas was ranked the fastest growing city in the United States and second in job growth rate. According to Indeed, Dallas is third for highest salaries in the U.S. once you adjust for the cost of living here in Dallas. So if you just graduated and you're looking for a new career, Dallas has great opportunities. If you're a business owner and you're looking to scale your business, or you're just trying to get into a new field, there are plenty of opportunities right here in Dallas. The job growth is tremendous, not only here in Dallas, but Texas as a whole. There are so many Fortune 500 companies, startups relocating to Dallas and throughout Texas as well. So if you have a new college graduate on your hands, send them to Texas. Pretty much any city, whether it's Dallas, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, there's plenty of job opportunities to take their career to a whole new level. Another great thing about Dallas is the Dallas Independent School District, which has about 220 schools, and the Dallas ISD is also one of the largest employers right here in Dallas. There's also a lot of other schools in addition to the public ISD, whether it's Montessori schools. Actually, I sent both of my boys there till I think they were in 3rd grade. Love the Montessori system. There's special needs school, there's alternative learning, and there's college preparatory as well. So whatever your desire is in regards to education, you'll definitely find it right here in Dallas. Also, a lot of things to do right here in Dallas, whether you want to go to a museum, the Dallas Museum of Arts, the Ross Perot Museum of Natural Science. Maybe you want to go catch a game, go to Victory Park and watch the Dallas Mavericks. And it's just a great place to hang out and walk around and have a drink and have a meal as well while you're catching the game. Maybe you want to go to SMU and catch a football game. There's a ton of sports right here in Dallas, Texas. So if you're a sports fan, it's a great place to be as well. Now, if you like great drinks, enjoy fun crowds and live music, Dallas has a lot of options for you. Whether you go to Uptown, that's typically where I go if I just want to have a meal on a patio, listen to some music, and have a good drink. There's also Deep Ellum, which is more of a nightlife. A lot of tattoo shops, a lot of graffiti on the walls, which looks really cool. Maybe you want to go to Lower Greenville. Downtown Dallas is also an option. So there's a lot of different places in regards to the nightlife. If you're a single person, or if you just want to get out with your wife or fiance, whatever the case is, there's a lot of cool spots in Dallas for you to enjoy as well. So plenty of adult entertainment. Another great thing that I love about living right here in Dallas is the central location. Whenever I have free time, I love to take my boys out of town. So we might take a short trip to right here to San Antonio. We might go to the beach right here in Galveston. If I'm alone, I'll drive up to Oklahoma and maybe play a little bit of poker. And the DFW International Airport is literally about 10 minutes from my house. So anytime I'm able to catch a very inexpensive flight, which we've had that recently, I definitely take advantage of that. So plenty of opportunities to take a short day trip, whether it's to a lake. Another place that we frequent as well is Horseshoe Bay, which is close to Austin. Plenty of things to do there. It's a beautiful lake, beautiful scenery in the hill country. There's kayaks, there's canoes, there's jet ski rentals. There's cool little cabins right there on the lake as well. So plenty of opportunities to take a short trip if you don't have time to actually enjoy a full vacation. So being centrally located and having access to not only the DFW International Airport, but Dallas Love Field has a great advantage as well. Now moving on to housing. In Dallas, you can find everything that you're looking for in regards to real estate. Whether you're building a massive mansion and you want a front massive gate going into your estate, or you're just a first-time home buyer looking for a one-bedroom condo, you will find it right here in Dallas. You can start in a one-bedroom condo with a budget as low as probably around $75,000 up to estates that I've seen selling around $40 million. So whatever you're looking for, whether you're looking for a contemporary home, Victorian, a craftsman style home, Tudor home, if you want to be on the water, if you want to have acreage and a lot of land, we can assist you right here at VIP Realty. Find exactly what you're looking for. So there's a ton of options when it comes to real estate. Just visit our website or give us a call. We can definitely send you some options if you're thinking about relocating to anywhere here in Texas. Some of my favorite neighborhoods in Dallas are the following. I'm actually going to do a video of the top 10 areas in Dallas to live in the upcoming videos. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We do videos about living in Dallas, real estate video tours, and much more. But here are a couple of my favorite areas in Dallas. It's the Park Cities, the M Streets. I love Uptown. Downtown Dallas is awesome as well as Turtle Creek. Those are just a quick 5 areas that I think you would enjoy as well. They're convenient. When I'm looking for a home, I'm looking at the school district just because I have kids. I'm looking for walkability. I prefer just to be able to go outside, go to the restaurant, go to the cleaners, walk to the office if possible, walk to the gym. So those are the 2 things that I really look for when I purchase a home, or if I was looking for an investment property. So those 5 are a great 5 to start your research if you're planning on relocating to the Dallas area. Now let's move on to Houston, Texas, otherwise known as H-Town. Houston is one of the most diverse cities in the United States, and it's no wonder why Houston is a hotspot for people to relocate to. It has a strong manufacturing, aeronautics, and healthcare industry, so that makes Houston a great place to live and work. Houston also is the largest city in Texas, and it's the 4th largest in the United States. So you can find pretty much whatever it is that you're looking for in Houston. Houston is also known for its nicknames. There's H-Town, there's Bayou City, there's Space City, and it's also known as Clutch City. I'm not sure if there's any other city in the country that has as many nicknames as Houston, but it's pretty popular and everybody knows when you say H-Town, we know that you're talking about Houston, or when you say Clutch City, we know you're referring to Houston. Houston also has the largest independent school district in the state of Texas, and it's number 7 in the United States. In addition to the public schools, Houston also has 166 charter schools and 86 private schools. So if education is important to you, you'll definitely have different options when moving to the city to put your children in the best opportunity for them to learn. That's why it's very important before you choose an area that you're moving to, that you do your research of that particular subdivision or those boundaries to make sure you're going into the school district that you want your children to be in. But like I said, there's a lot of schools. The school district is massive. So without question, you'll definitely find what you're looking for in regards to education in Houston. There's also a lot of attractions in Houston, starting with the downtown aquarium, which we've gone to several times. It's really cool. The kids love it. We've actually gone to the one in Dallas as well. So if you haven't gone to the Houston Aquarium, make sure to check it out. It's really cool. There's also the Space Center, the museum district that has, I believe, 19 different museums. And it's a beautiful area of downtown. So if you love to learn, you love museums, definitely go to that museum district. It's worth your time and you'll enjoy it. There's also a ton of sports in Houston, Houston Astros, the Texans. So whatever professional sport you want to follow or college sports, you'll definitely have that in Houston as well. You'll also be able to go to Bayou Buffalo Park, which is 166 acres through downtown that has slow moving water. It's absolutely breathtaking, and you and your family can enjoy the whole day by doing different activities there as well. The urban park has extensive walking trails, biking trails. There's a dog park, really cool sculptures, and there's plenty of shade to get out of the hot sun and relax for a bit as well. You can take your football out there, your frisbee, and enjoy the day with you and your family, or get some exercise. It's a really good place to go to, and it's free, which we all know we can't beat free. So you're probably thinking, where should I move in Houston? And that's a really tough question because Houston is massive. What you don't want to have to do is drive from one side of town to the other just to get to work, because you'll be stuck in traffic for a very, very long time. Houston's traffic is horrific, just to kind of give you a heads up. So a couple of things to take into account are your job location, the school districts. Do you want the area to be walkable? Do you want to be able to come down from your high rise, hit the gym, go have a drink, go to work, all within a very short radius? So here are just a couple of the areas that I like and are very popular and might fit your criteria, which is West University, there's River Oaks, there's the Uptown Galleria area, and there's the Midtown. Those are just a couple of areas that I like quite a bit and are very popular. But again, it's really just going to depend on what your needs are. So whatever they are, though, you'll definitely find it here in Houston. I could literally keep going and adding more cities, but we're gonna wrap it up right here in Houston. Hopefully you got some good information and some different options, and we look forward in assisting you with your next real estate transaction. We get calls on a daily basis from people all across the United States and around the world looking to relocate here to Texas, and we absolutely love it. So we look forward in assisting you with your next real estate transaction, and we will see you on the next video.